averages. So let's discuss this, and I hope you like my little quote underneath, why be average when averages are mean. And there are 4 ways you can normally work these out: mean, median, mode and range. So first let's look at the mean. I think most of you will actually know what it is. So the mean is the total number of items, so it's the total number divided by number of items. That is so much easier not in a formula, so we'll just look at examples of that. Then we have mean, median, and I think of median as middle, but I kind of spell it as meedle, just because like median, meedle. Then we have mode, and this MO here stands for most often, O. And then the last one we have is the range, which doesn't start with an M, unfortunately, and that one again is kind of the range of values, so it's largest value minus smallest value. So that's just an explanation of what they are, and I think we're just going to jump straight into exam questions to see how they're used. Okay, so exam question 1, Peter rolled a 6-sided die 10 times, and they're the values he got. A, what's the median? B, what's the mean? C, what is the range? So just one big warning sign for median, you have to put them in ascending order to find the middle value. So let's start with median, which we know equals middle, or middle. So if we put them into ascending order, so we have 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've got them all. And now let's just find the middle value. So halfway between 10 is about 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle is here, and that's an issue because it's an even number. It doesn't have the exact value as a middle. So what we do is we take in between 3 and 4, or the numbers between. So that is going to be 3.5. For the mean, this is where you add them all up and divide by the number you have. So we're going to have 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 10. And that, if you add that up, is 36 divided by 10, which is 3.6, which is a number you can't actually roll on the dice, so that would be quite impressive. Anyways, let's move on to the range. So the largest minus smallest. So the largest he rolled was a 6, and the smallest he rolled was a 2. Didn't actually roll a 1. Lucky him. So the range is going to be 4. Okay, so we've got the ages of 6 people, and it's asking us to find the range, the median, and the mean. So the range is largest minus smallest. So what is our largest value? 22. And what is our smallest value? That is minus 5. So that gives us a range of 17. The median is the middle. And again, warning sign, ascending order. You can't just put in the middle in the random list they've given you. So let's put these into ascending order. So we've got 5, 10, 12, 14, 18, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've got more. Let's find the middle value. I do this kind of just by looking, so there's the middle. And that is the value between 12 and 14, which is 13. Again, because it's an even number, it doesn't have an exact middle value in the data. Okay, let's go on to the nasty mean. And now what we're going to do is add them all up and divide by the total number, which is 6. 5 plus 18 plus 10 plus 14 plus 22 plus 12 divided by 6. And if you plonk that into your calculator or do all the sums, you get a value of 13.5. So this is another exam question. As you can see, it's very similar to the last two. They do definitely follow patterns. Once you've cracked it, you've definitely cracked it. So it's given us 15 numbers and it presented them to you this way. Don't ask me why, I just did. So it's asking us for the mode. MO stands for most often. And you can do this just by looking. So at the moment it looks like 20. No, it's going to be 25 because there are 4 25s, no 3 20s. So 25 is the value that appears most often in that data. The median is the middle. So the middle value, just by looking at the square, I can see that that one's in the middle. And again, warning sign, ascending order. But this question's kind, and as we can see, it's already in ascended order. So the median value is 20, and the range, which is largest minus the smallest, again, it's in ascending order, so we know we can just take 25 minus 10, and we know that's 15. Let's have a go at one more bit trickier one. So this question says, the mean of 8 numbers is 41, but it hasn't given us those 8 numbers. The mean of 2 of the 8 numbers, so 2 of the ones included in that mean, is 29. What's the mean of the other 6? So it's just, I know it's talking about mean, so I'm going to have to use my formula for mean. So the mean of 8 numbers is 41. So if I was putting that into my mean equation, mean is the sum of all the numbers divided by the number of numbers. So if I put that in here, it's given me the mean. 41 is the sum of the 8 numbers divided by the number of those, which is 8. So we know that if we multiply this up, the sum of the 8 numbers is 41 multiplied by 8. And the reason you know to do this is because it's the only information that's given you in the question, so it's kind of what you've got to work with. So that's 328. It's also, next thing is telling us a similar thing, mean of the 2 of the 8 numbers is 29. So using the same idea, so the mean is 29, and that's the sum of the 2 numbers, and there were 2 of them. So the sum of the 2 numbers is 29 times 2, which is 58. I'm just going to clear some room. Okay, so I've got the sum of the 8 numbers is 328 and the sum of the 2 numbers is 58. So if I do the sum of the 8 numbers minus the sum of the 2 numbers, which would give me 270, this is now the sum of the 6 numbers. And what is my question asking? What's the mean of the other 6 numbers? So I know the sum of the 6 numbers. So mean equals the sum of 6 numbers, like that, which is 270, divided by the number, and there are 6 of them. So we know that the mean of those numbers is 270 divided by 6, which is 45. So yeah, in a question like that, it hasn't actually given you the numbers, but it's talking about means, so all you can actually do is play around with like your formula for the mean and just work by step by step. So this bullet point, then we went to this bullet point, then we went on to this bullet point.